Hi everyone, it's Michelle with Angel Souls. Welcome to your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning February 3rd. And before I get started, sometimes I forget to do this. This is the deck that I'm guided to use this week. I haven't used it. I don't know if I've ever used it for one of these readings, or if I have, it's been a very long time. So I'm going to use this today. And of course, we are going to see what guidance we have from the angels for this coming week. I'm going to tune in here. They're telling me to shuffle a little bit longer. Okay, we'll do it. We don't ask questions, we just do it. Okay. So, first card up we have dreams. Okay, remember we've been talking about the downloads, all that good stuff going on. They're saying that your dreams can be very healing in the coming week. Why is that? Well, you know, we keep harping on it, but Mercury is going retrograde, so maybe some old things might start coming up. Yeah, they're saying this is twofold. For those that aren't fully awakened yet, maybe you're just getting started on your path, that's amazing, and congratulations. This will be a week for you to really start digging out the old junk so that it can be transmuted, okay, so that you can move forward on your path. For those of you who are already there, they want you to start really paying attention to your dreams, because there's going to be a lot of messages coming to you. Actually, I should tell you, I've already felt this. I woke up this morning and I had to run and get my journal because I was writing last night before I went to bed and then left it in my living room, which is not where your journal should be. It should be right next to your bed with a working pen. So I had to come running out in my PJs, and I took down 5 pages of messages. So, and it was some pretty profound information that I will be putting in my book, by the way, for everybody out there. So the metaphysical fiction trilogy that I'm working on. So you'll get to see that message. But for this week for you, make sure that you're doing the same kind of thing. Make sure that you're well equipped. Have that journal right next to you. Don't do the stupid things I do. And some of you have told me that you have trouble with dream recall, and that's okay. The angels say that it's not so much about capturing the details, but you certainly know how you feel when you wake up, so try to articulate that. If it's so conceptualized, or you don't maybe relate to words so well, you can certainly draw too. Do whatever you have to sort of capture that emotion. Okay, now this next card almost wanted to pop out with the dreams, so let's see what this is. Listening to your angels, listening to the messages that are coming through for you. Okay, and let me just get this in frame. There we go. Let me just tune in. Listen to the guidance we bring you. We also bring you love, is what they're saying. Listen for. Yeah, we're guiding you down the right path, okay? Yeah, they're saying that the only way that they can get to people sometimes is through the dreams, okay? They want you, oh, okay, ooh. Okay, get your journals now and write this down. Anybody who's watching this video, you need to make sure that you meditate for 15 minutes before you go to sleep, okay? And if you don't have a prayer ritual, get one of those going too. Prayers are powerful, so make sure you do it. But there is a very distinct thing that is to come about. They actually don't want you doing manifesting type. They're saying affirmations are okay, but watch the manifesting meditations. This is more about just clearing your conscience, clearing away events of the day, so that you can be a pure and open channel for them to come to you in your dreams. There's something about this coming week that's really imperative that you all do that, okay? And I will do it with you. You know, I'll make sure that I follow that guidance too, and I meditate, which I do anyway, but sometimes it's manifestation type things too. So just a nice kind of clear your conscience kind of thing, and get ready for the messages to come through your dreams. What else, angels? What else are you telling me? Okay, this is where we're getting, and as I looked down, it was 444. This is profound this week, guys, okay? Make sure that even if you wake up in the morning and you feel like you can't remember anything, They want you to just start writing, even if it's nonsensical, even if it doesn't make sense to you in the moment, just keep writing. They want you to write for 15 to 20 minutes, okay, in the morning. I know, we're supposed to meditate before we go to sleep, we're supposed to meditate when we get up, we're supposed to journal, we're supposed to do all this stuff, but listen, nothing else is going to flow in your life until you get your soul in order, okay? So make it a priority. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen and what's coming through. So make sure that you guys are commenting. And feel free to talk to one another too, and share your experiences about what's happening for you this week, okay? Next card up, balance. Okay, let me just tune in here. They're saying for some it's the very obvious thing where you need more balance in your life, but on a grander scale, they're giving you the signal consciousness is balancing, okay? They're trying, what are they saying? They're trying to get the current consciousness into an equilibrium. They're basically trying to get us all in a healthy place so that we can make the transition into the new consciousness and accept what's coming. Okay, and I've been getting tons of messages about this, okay? So yeah, they're saying that the balance begins on an individual level. That's why the meditation is so important. Good nutrition is so important. Make sure you're eating organic things, really get nice, you know, even reverse osmosis, filtered water. I mean, I know this all sounds like, oh God, that's a lot of stuff to do for some of you, but do your best. Okay, every little step that you take will bring you closer to this balance and to the harmony. Okay, we need everybody to be in the right vibration so that we can push forward. This year's going to be a year of miracles, guys. So take the guidance and make sure you're doing this. Make sure you're doing your homework, okay, so that we're all ready to move forward when it's time. Okay, let me pull the final card here. Self-acceptance. Okay. What's wrong with me? I don't know. I need to just accept myself, that I have no spatial reasoning when it comes to this camera. Self-acceptance. Part of the new paradigm, let's say, and the new consciousness is that we will no longer look at each other and go, here's what's wrong with you. That ain't happening anymore. As a matter of fact, everything that was once acceptable will no longer be acceptable. And that also means criticizing one another and saying you're not beautiful because you're not 6 feet tall and thin and I don't know, whatever we describe as attractive, you know, like it's about saying and recapturing and understanding the beauty that you already have, okay? And seeing the beauty of everyone around you. Jophiel's coming in. Of course, she does as soon as you start talking about beauty. She comes in. She's like, I'm here. And she wants people to, she's saying yellow. Okay. Well, she resonates with the color yellow, last I heard. Everyone perceives her a little bit differently, so maybe you perceive her, whatever color you perceive Jophiel as. Make sure you're either wearing that or having it in your home. A great way to bring that in is... you're going to see why this has to do with this card, is to put that color into artwork. Okay, and I've said this to clients, and what this does is it rejuvenates you. It gives you self-esteem. It corresponds with your solar plexus and that chakra and cleanses it, and it just helps you see the beauty in you and the beauty in your surroundings, okay? So make that a practice this week, self-acceptance. Okay, now, this isn't just on a physical level. This is on an emotional level. So if you're spinning in something and you just can't get over it, it's okay. It's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. You're learning your lesson, and you're going to come out of it, and you're going to be all right. So don't do any sort of beating yourself up if you don't get to your meditations this week. Don't yell at yourself. It's okay. There's something else about this coming through. They're wanting me to talk a little. This is going to be a long one because I'm getting a big message this week. Okay. Forgive me. Let me just tune in here. Okay. So they're telling me that through this, what's really happening is they're setting you up to be very strong. And they're saying get you to a place of understanding so that when the changes are happening, you're not scrambling around and panicking. Okay, now we've already been seeing the signs of this shift. And pardon me, if you guys aren't ready to hear this, this might be where you want to stop the video, but we're going to go into this a little bit. You know, the banks failing, you know, information about GMO foods coming out, you know, all that kind of stuff is sort of the Scorpio trait, kind of like getting through the crap to get to the truth, and then saying, okay, there it is, it's sick, how are we going to make it better? What are we going to do? Okay, so we're going to be seeing more of that going forward. That's why this week is, you know, they're giving you the first little inklings of what you need to do to take care of yourself and be healthy during this time, okay? Okay, tough topic. They're talking about relationships, and they're saying, what was once accepted, and this was in my message this morning, what was once accepted will no longer be accepted. So, shallow relationships, hopping from partner to partner to partner to partner. There's been this huge embracing of this, and they're saying there's nothing wrong with that, and it's okay, and you're exactly where you need to be. But that will start to change as we start. And just as I started saying that, I looked right down at 11:11. Okay, this is great. I love it. Basically, what we're saying is that we're gonna ascend to a higher level in our relationships, okay? And as people start correcting their energy, you know, through the dreams and listening and balancing and self-acceptance and doing all this, more people are gonna start being reunited with their soulmates, okay? And it's a deeper kind of love. It's a more permanent kind of love. And all that shallow kind of dating kind of thing that we've always done, and the divorce rate and all of that, it'll take years, okay? Like, I'm not saying like divorce rate's going to go down tomorrow, okay? This is going to be decades long. But as people start getting smarter and not giving over to social convention, you need to be married by a certain time, you need to be having kids by a certain time, there's something wrong with you if you aren't. People are going to start stepping away from that and saying, no, it's better for me to work on myself and get my vibration to the right place where God wants me to have it, so that I'm a vibrational match for either a twin flame, if it's a twin flame lifetime for you, or a soulmate, okay? That's beautiful, because that union is more pure, or purer, I don't know if that's a word, and the vibration is higher together. If you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend that you go back and check out Tom Lescher's Kaipacha, his January 28th reading. Go check it out. I've been telling private clients about this too. He had one of the most amazing mantras, okay, for that reading. It's January 28th reading, and the mantra is all about true love, and he explains it in such a perfect way. He says, you know, by listening to somebody else, you know, and learning from them, and letting them sort of be your mirror, you start ascending like this, and they start ascending like this, and then you meet up here, and it's almost like you're the super being, okay? You're the being that God wanted you to be. Remember, we split into duality, two energies, when we came to this earth. So we're getting back to a place of unity. Baby steps, don't get overwhelmed by this. And certainly if you're somebody out there who's just like living it up and having a good time, go ahead, it's okay. But just keep in mind that real love is still absolutely attainable, and that's where life is going. Okay, and it's interesting that this happens to be the month that, you know, we have St. Valentine's Day. You know, it's all about romance and love and what have you, and the energy around that. You know, in the February monthlies with the romance readings, it was so many signs saying, "Hey, it's a soulmate time for you." There's people are getting smarter about their relationships, and they're not settling as quickly, okay? Now, that does not mean go out and divorce whoever you're with. Oh my God, that's the worst thing you can do, okay? Why? Because you're clearly in that relationship to either pay off some karma or learn some lesson, blah, 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 blah. If you've come to the natural conclusion of your relationship, okay, theoretically, from their viewpoint, from the angels' viewpoint, they say, you know, they can't understand why we can't understand when a relationship comes to its natural close, why we can't just separate amicably and be loving and say, I understand, like, but ain't one of us that does that, right? We freak out, we get insecure, we think it means something about us because the relationship ended or whatever, and then we end up not wanting to be around that person anymore, which is fine. You know, sometimes you want to leave the past in the past. You know, it's good to move forward. But what they're saying is don't prematurely leave your relationships, and also don't stay in a relationship that has reached its natural conclusion. Okay? I know, and isn't that baffling? We always want the angels to just give us a straight answer. How do I fix my life? Just give me a sentence. It doesn't work like that. If it did, you wouldn't even need to be in this earth plane existence to grow. Okay? So that's kind of the fork in the road. That's the journey for this month, or excuse me, for this week. Really taking care of yourself, getting into a good place so that by the end of the month, okay, you're in a better place to start making decisions. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to make a decision about relationships by the end of this month. But as you get to know yourself and as your vibration raises up, okay, life will get clearer and clearer. So when it is the right moment for you, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know how to make it the most loving situation possible. And you'll move forward, a much, much stronger human being. Okay? And of course, the best practice in love is expressing it to yourself. The self-acceptance. Love yourself. Always. And to express love to others, even if they're not doing things the way that we think that they should. Okay? Release attachment to expectations. I know. So many people keep hearing me say this too about the self-acceptance. It's coming up in a lot of people's readings. But that's where we're at right now. So, yeah. Let me just see if there's anything else. They really keep showing me that journaling. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that. And again, I promise I'll be doing that as well. This morning was the first time in a very long time that I've journaled in the morning, yet I tell everybody else to do it. But I do get up and start writing, so I don't know. I guess I kind of thought that was my shortcut. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. God bless you all. I'm sending you all of my love. And remember, baby steps, take care of yourself, meditate before you go to bed, and journal in the morning. I'll see you guys later. Bye.